Now, back to Access Tech Live, a CES special. The latest in tech and accessibility with Stephen Scott and Marc Aflalo.
Hey guys, welcome back to Access Tech Live. We're back on our CES special. I am Stephen Scott, Marc Aflalo is with me. And Marc, you know, in case people are tuning in and thinking something's gone wrong on AMI TV today, because Stephen and Marc are on, and it's not Thursday. What is going on? This is deliberate, I can promise you.
It is deliberate. We're here because CES, the biggest consumer electronics show, is on right now in Las Vegas, and we need to bring you everything that's coming from there. And you know what? Even this show today and our regular time tomorrow is not going to be able to cover all the announcements that are coming out of CES, and that's kind of bumming, but it's okay. We'll get through it, Stephen. Before we go to our next guest, I want to throw out a couple of honorable mentions, and these are companies that I hope to talk to down the road in a couple months, maybe even a couple weeks, and companies that we just couldn't get on to these two shows. There's a company called Age Impulse that's tackling fall prevention among the elderly with a technology that also helps strengthen the user. Elios is another company that's enhancing accessibility with a communication service for businesses and local authorities to streamline interaction with people who are deaf or hard of hearing. So, I mean, the announcements are so many. It's almost like, when your email inbox goes nuts and you can't even keep up with the email that you got 2 hours ago. This is what CES is like for us, tech heads here, but it's fun. This is all part of the game, Steven.
Yeah, we're having lots of fun on this special and, of course, on our next special and beyond, because we'll be talking about this for weeks to come. One company I am so glad to join us back here on Access Tech Live, actually used to be with us and came on one of our CES specials, I think it was back in 2021, is a company called Lighthouse Tech. A company whose smart glasses are designed to give people with low vision a safe and independent experience when navigating outdoors. As a blind guy who bumps into many things on a regular basis, this is something I'm very, very excited to learn more about and find out about the continuing development of. Nathan Deutsch is the COO and Innovation Lead and joins us now from the CES show floor in Las Vegas. Nathan, welcome back to Access Tech Live. And how has your CES been thus far?
Hi, great. Thanks for having me back. Just a quick correction. It was last year, actually, so I remember it like yesterday because I'm back in CES, and it's like, it's gigantic. It's been one day, and I'm already exhausted, but, it's like through the roof. It's Las Vegas, and it's CES, so what can I say? No, but it's been very good. We're really looking for market entry in the summer, so very close, and we're showing a prototype here, so it's just nonstop.
Yeah, I can imagine. And you say you've got the prototype there. So last time we spoke, one of the things you were talking to me about was the design of these glasses, that you wanted them to be as fashionable as possible, as cool as possible, as light as possible. So maybe tell us a little bit about what you've done since last year, not 2 years ago as I first thought.
Okay, so I have, this is a 3D printed prototype again, but we've made some improvements mainly on the internals and the interactivity. The glasses themselves have sort of remained as is. One thing that we've sort of dropped for now is so what we're doing is detecting obstacles in front of the user. The sensors can go quite far, but we'll dynamically adjust depending on what people need. One thing that people have told us is that they really want all of this sort of in a compact, fashionable and contained product. So we're not focusing right now on putting vibrating receptors or other things elsewhere on the body. We're just really doing left-right field and left-right vibration, and those are the vibration is going to be on the temple itself. And just when I say vibration, if you think of the sort of the button that you tap on your iPhone, you get that clicking sensation. That's really what we're going for, because having something vibrate on your head, let's say our 50-odd testers that we talked to in the last year didn't exactly appreciate that, but what we've come up with is a system where we have basically sort of one of those iPhone type feelings, that clicky feeling in contact with your head behind the ear, in a place where you can sort of feel what's coming your way, and that click increases in frequency then at a threshold where you're approaching something dangerous.
So you're getting that feeling because you're touching the temple there, so that's kind of where that's coming from. So that's interesting. But I want to just rewind a little bit here, because I think when people hear smart glasses, they think about, these days it's the Meta Ray-Ban everyone's talking about, which is the camera and the audio and all of this. But this is a smart glass with a difference, right? Because this is focused on one particular goal. And tell me if that's changed since last time we spoke. But I remember when we talked about this, you said the key here was to help someone navigate. So for someone who doesn't live in this world, who doesn't understand how glasses could help someone navigate, can you just maybe give us a bit more detail on how these glasses work to enable someone like me to get around more safely?
Sure. So we initially started out thinking, safety is our, our proposition is really around safety, getting around, and we want to make sure that the upper body zone is fully protected. We started talking to blind associations actually before 2020, so this has a bit of a history, but the idea was not to do away with any kind of other assistive devices like the white cane or aids like the guide dog, but simply to complement them for the upper body zone. What we've started to find around testing is that there are all kinds of scenarios where maybe the white cane misses something, where you're getting into an area where there's people moving around, where you might want to get a sense of your surroundings that sort of augments the existing technology that you have, or the existing aids that you have. And what we try to do that's a little bit unique, I guess, is give this left-right feedback, and that really helps people understand the device quite quickly. So we aim at a standalone device that can be used by people who may experience sight loss later in life as well, who need a little bit of extra help with the orientation, mobility, progress, and training.
And Nathan, we're showing some B-roll on the screen with various users using the actual glasses. And what's cool about it is that they're still using their white cane, but the white cane obviously can't, hit a sign that's in front of them, can't actually hit that, so they don't know it's there. So the glasses really do complement that experience. What has the feedback been from users? Have a lot of people had a chance to test these out? What they've been telling you?
Yeah, so we've been, we're testing sort of in an ongoing way, but the tests that we've done so far are largely sort of controlled. We actually went out and built a cardboard obstacle maze with obstacles that we could move around, and tested that with roughly 50 people, mostly in Europe. But we were lucky enough to be present in Japan this year. We got some early funding through Toyota Mobility Foundation, so that was pretty important for us, and we were able to validate the product and test it out also in Japan. The early feedback is yes, we sort of we want to have something that is standalone and light and fashionable, so those got ticked right away, and the refinement really has to do with getting something that is customizable in terms of the fit and the feeling, so that people can really sort of, feel like they're using a very nicely put together assistive device, not something that's clunky and you have to just adapt to. We want it to be, we come out of it's an eyewear industry spinoff, so the assistive tech stuff we had to sort of build from the ground up in partnership with blind associations, but the technology and the putting the eyewear together is sort of where our founders like to sort of fly their flag.
It's often difficult, Nathan, isn't it? Because you're trying to develop a product which you can get to market and make it available to as many people as possible at a good price point and all of that. But you're kind of also having to deal with the constant requirement of getting that feedback from users, implementing those changes in, because this product has to work. How close are you to being able to release this, do you think?
Yeah, so pretty close. We have a couple of quick R&D cycles left, just in terms of putting the prototype together. And then we're going to be available in the summer. It's going to be a smallish production run. but we'll start to sell right away. We're based in Switzerland, so we're going to start to do pre-sales before the summer in our local area. So for us, it's Switzerland, Italy, mostly those countries, Germany, France as well. But that doesn't mean we haven't been over in North America as well. So we're expecting to roll out there shortly after. I can't give you an exact date, but because it will depend on the rollout and any kind of problems we run into with our first adopters in Europe. But I would say expect us here in late 2024 or early 2025.
Okay, we'll get to price in a moment because I want to know what roughly you're thinking in terms of price, if you can tell us. But I'm also intrigued to know, because we talk so much about smart glasses now, and this product is coming in at a time when more smart glasses are coming out with cameras, with microphones, with speakers in them, for fashion, for running, for all kinds of mainstream reasons, which of course have a huge impact on us in the disability community as well. Are you tempted to go down that same route with these, to make them an all-in-one product that do a lot more than just navigation, or is the navigation the key focus for you?
Yeah, so I would say we're very tempted. The temptation has been huge. I think as a company, we've really sort of had to maintain a focus on obstacle detection. It's sort of a non-trivial issue to figure that out well. So we're trying to really miniaturize and get our technology together for the obstacle detection part of this first. But then seeing as there are so many other smart glasses solutions that are coming to market, and also seeing the enthusiasm from blind communities out there, I think it's something that we're definitely keeping our eyes on, sort of looking at also where artificial intelligence can take us. Right now, we've got sort of our sensors that we know that we need, but there's other technology that we could then incorporate on top of that, and I think that's a very exciting evolution that we're seeing now.
Nathan, thank you so much for taking the time to update us. We cannot wait to have you on. A standing invitation is yours to let us know when the glasses are available, and we're happy to share that with our audience when that happens, hopefully later this year, if not early 2025.
Thanks so much. Great to be here again.
Coming up, an organization whose mission is to promote disability awareness and accessibility worldwide. Kat Zygmunt is here from the World Institute of Disability on our CES special edition of Access Tech Live.
This is Access Tech Live, CES Special. Follow us on social media at Access Tech Live. We'll be right back.